demons, ghosts. We gonna kill them all.
Sinners.
I think I shot myself.
I hit him up, try to pitch a project to him. He passed on that one and pitched me this one. I was like, all right, cool, let's do it.
I mean, it wasn't exactly like that.
No, it wasn't like that, no. You know, I heard the pitch and I was like, oh man, this is like different. We're playing with a few different genres in this. It's a ride. It's definitely a ride. I was a little nervous at first, you know, because it'd probably be the most adventurous role that I've played. Roles.
Be careful. I will.
The actor-director relationship, that's something that is truly special. And that's a confidence that I have in our relationship. That's a confidence that I have in him.
I don't believe in magic, ghosts, demons, just power.
What it is, man. Welcome back. Today, we got the review of Sinners, man. I actually looked at it about 15 hours, not even 15 hours ago, like 8 hours ago now. Fire, just to say the least. Fire. It was directed by Ryan Coogler, who also directed Black Panther, and also that, and Michael B. Jordan was in that as well. And Fruitvale Station, which is one of the dopest movies I've ever seen. That movie will forever stand out. Which Michael B. Jordan was the main character in Fruitvale Station. If you're familiar, that is a classic. Go look up. Shout out to the Bay Area. It's definitely, I see the chemistry they got now. Like, this their third time that I've seen. I think Ryan Coogler only had like 3 or 4 movies that he directed, but his most notable is Black Panther and Fruitvale Station. And the director style is dope too, bro. It's almost giving me like a new, like, it's in the vein of, it's like a new genre, like, that they're creating, I'm seeing. Like, you know, like, I guess back in the days they had the black exploit films or the Renaissance and all. I feel like it's this new thing. Like, it's kind of this in the vein of like maybe a Jordan Peele meets like Stephen King, you know what I'm saying? But with a modern, faster pace to it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I mean, well, Jordan Peele movies is pretty modern, but I don't know. It just with something else to it, you know what I mean? Like, when I looked at it, I'm like, oh, this movie is like based off of social status and like affiliations, which is life anyway, even on the highest or lowest levels. Even like the lowest of the people is tiers to, you know what I'm saying, status. And even with people who are not always good people, it's still tiers to them, what type of people they are, integrity, ethics, and things of that nature. So I think that was dope how they looped that all in. You know, I was wondering what type of movie this was going to be, because I remember seeing the trailer once on like YouTube. I can't remember when. I believe it was on YouTube. Maybe it was, I did happen to the movies. Maybe it was at the movie theater. I did go see Captain America. But I don't know, I seen it and I was like, yo, this is gonna be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but what is it? I didn't quite know, like, is this an action? You see Michael B. Jordan, you think of action, you know what I'm saying? So, or something like, you know, but this was like all that and then some, bro. Honestly, it didn't even need like the horror parts. I mean, it didn't hurt the film, but the film was written and the plot was written and the acting was executed so well that, man, you didn't even really need that. I mean, it did, you know, the violence did add, you know what I'm saying? And more shock, you know what I mean, for the viewer, you know what I mean? But it would have still been just as impactful without, you know what I'm saying, without the horror effect in it. And it's crazy because a lot of the film is really based on, like, I mean, a nice chunk of the plot is based off of music, if that makes sense for you. But not really though, But you have to, I don't want to spoil it. It correlates to the story in a way. It kind of is like, if you got like a heartbeat in the brain, the music is maybe like the heartbeat of the movie or the brain or the thought. So, you know, like something like that if you think about it like in the human form. You know what I'm saying? It's a very vital part of the movie. And it's kind of linked like subliminal messages. If you know what I'm saying, if you know, like it just, how people say the industry, the entertainment and the music is like not good and it's parts of it and just, you know, things of that nature can, you know, be careful. it kind of in a way displays that. I also liked it because of the graphics and the effects too, man. It was top tier. It wasn't overly exaggerated or corny. Like I said, man, this was one of them. You could tell they took their time on this and they really was like, ooh, let's make this exactly how it's supposed to be. It was set back in like the 1930s after when slavery was just, you know, people was going up north and Jim Crow and all that, trying to escape that. And it was still people, sharecroppers and indentured servants. But you could have left, you know what I'm saying? The main character, Michael B. Jordan, really is a twin. He's a twin, you know what I'm saying, to not give you too much, but he's playing a twin, which is him. And the way they showing it is so crazy, but they went up to Chicago and they was living at, not down south in Mississippi where the movie mostly take place at, or does take place at. They wasn't living like that. You could tell by how they dress, how they talk, the things they know, the type of time they're even on. You know what I'm saying? They're faster. It's just like the dynamic of people who live in the country, people who live in the city, anywhere nowadays, or, you know what I'm saying? Typically, not all the time. I'm not saying all country people are slow. I'm just saying. It was dope because like, it was like the vampires was used more as a metaphor to a few different things, from like the higher ups, the evils and the temptation of certain things. You know, they were used to show like what comes with, you know, selecting a certain path sometimes, or making a certain choice sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of crazy, but it also showed like it's good that come with some of that, but it is does the bad outweigh the good, and it's just crazy. You got to really see it, man. It was also dope how it was written with each character. Each character meant a lot to the movie, but they didn't overstay their welcome on camera or their story. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just is crazy because like it was like everybody fit in perfectly for what they, even down to, I don't want to really spoil it, but the reason at one time in one part of the movie, the reason something bad had happened and the situation had turned bad was because of the temptation of another person giving in to how can I say it without spoiling it? The temptation of another person gave in to the wanting to be down of another person. You feel me? Let's just say it was a female and a male, if that makes sense. But it's a common thing that people have been saying. I don't want to give it away. Like, you'll see it. Somebody gave in to the situation knowing that they shouldn't, and the person who they gave into really wanted just to be down. You know what I'm saying? And always, you know what I'm saying, wanted to be accepted. And that ultimately led to a very, very bad turn at one point. You know what I'm saying? And it also, it was so layered, bro. It was so layered, bro. Yeah, it was just well written, man. Everybody, you got to kind of know each character and everything like that. You know what I mean? Man, from the genre twisting in it, from the horror to the drama to the crime to the sci-fi, this is definitely a special one, bro. Like, even the music that was a part of the score. I mean, yo, like I said, it's not a musical. You know how sometimes you might look at a musical or a musically influenced movie and you might get tired, like, all right, stop doing the music now. This was just enough, and it was scattered the right way. It wasn't like minutes and minutes. It's not a musical at all. If it's 100%, it's probably maybe 1% of the movie is music. But it's spread at the right times. Pause. Maybe 2%. I don't know. I'm just saying. But it's right at the right times. You know what I'm saying? It's to where that is still impactful and it's not oversaturated. And like I said, bro, in the title, bro, like, I think this shit right here is better than, for the catalog of Ryan Coogler, this is, or Coogler, I'm sorry. This is definitely his best film, in my opinion. From seeing Black Panther to seeing Fruitvale Station. He had another one that was kind of cool, but those two was, Fruitvale Station is either tied with this movie from his catalog or it's a second. But Black Panther's cool. The thing about Black Panther is it's like a fluffy movie. It's like, you know, traditional superhero it's almost a fantasy. And this movie is kind of fantasy as well, but it's heavy realism, modern relatability in it. You know, Black Panthers, they're in a distant land. And if Black Panther was your grandma, your auntie, or your mom telling you to love everybody and love your family, you know, the things that they put in, you know, Black Panther, the morals and the little message. This right here is like the equivalent to your granddad, your uncle, your big bro, your dad. Like, yo, don't fuck with them hoes. Don't do this. Rock like that. Trust who you trust. Don't let them catch you lacking. Don't let them. This one is like that, and they're both equally. It's like the mom and the dad, the granddad, the grandma. They both, but ain't nothing like you getting laced with that gang when you about to go in the real world. Not even on some street shit, but like if you about to like a kid going to college, somebody telling a kid, all right, be mindful of, don't be drinking behind people and stay focused. And you know, I know you're going to party, but do this and don't get wrapped up. And you know, I mean, you know, people who been sent off to college or sent somewhere off to college, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's like you send them for the real world, you know what I'm saying? They first moving out the house or something. But yeah, bro, definitely an incredible film. Like I said, man, it's definitely, in my opinion, it's way more than Black Panther. For Black people, I feel like, I'm just gonna speak for Black people. For Black people, this movie is more impactful and relevant and important, you know what I'm saying? Because it taps into the history, and it taps into the present, and it taps into like real life things that you deal with every day and from on different levels of life. If that just make any sense, you got to watch it from a regular person to a superstar. It gives jewels for every type of thing. You know what I'm saying? It gives jewels for every type of thing. 1 out of 10, man. I'm gonna have to get this one for real, for real. Ooh, I'm gonna have to get this one. I'm feeling like off the muscle. I'm feeling like a 9 off the muscle. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. I can't, and I gotta watch it again. That's our first watch, but 9 out of 10. Definitely, I will watch it again. You know what I'm saying? I will for sure, just to see, catch little different things. And it's one of those ones where you want to be like, this is dope. But yeah, man, very well directed. Michael B. Jordan did a hell of a job. All the actors did a great job. He played a twin, which was crazy. The CGI, and I don't know how the hell they did it, but it looked, this was the best twin work I seen in a movie of a modern, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, you couldn't, it looked it damn near perfect. Like, yeah, it's two. See, in real life, we know he's not a twin. I don't believe, right? And so in the movie, it's like, damn, you know what I mean? We used to seeing him, but we see two of him. So it's like, wow. You just gotta see it, man. It's incredible, but definitely a dope film, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think if y'all seen this, man. If y'all want any more movie show reviews, this is my second one I think I did. Let me know what I need to pop in, tap in with, man. I'll try to get up in there. Me, like I'm notification bell. I am gone. 10.